Hello there and welcome to Sacred Symposium. This is part of my YouTube where I do a channel from spirit. Sometimes it's mediumship, and I'm holding my little blue stone which helps me open up the throat chakra and communicate what wants to be said. My name's Karen. I work as a healer, a medium, a tarot reader. You'll find some tarot on my YouTube channel as well. And I am also a Reiki master teacher and aromatherapist, complementary therapist, etc, etc, etc. So, and artist. I'm looking at my painting across the way, so I do painting as well. I'm in the midst of a painting right now, and kind of a couple on the go as well. Trying to get some new work done. I haven't sat down and done a lot of work in a while, but it is good for me to do that. It's very much the red energy, the earth energy, making something real in the physical world, taking it from the ether and creating it and making it real. I love creativity, I love art, and it really is soothing to my soul. So part of my don't know what I'm going to say there. Part of what keeps me sane is my art, and I'm working on something at the moment. So after this, I'll get back to it. Today is a feast day of Mary Magdalene, so we'll see if we've got any nice words that want to come through. Often it's just a channel to camera, so it's just a few words that I speak that are inspired, that come down through, and I'm channeled into me. I feel like I'm going to sneeze. My nose was running at the end of the last one, and this happens as well, and the spirit comes in. Bear with, I'm just going to get a tissue. Sorry about that. I just had to blow my nose. It was happening at the end of my tarot reading, so if you want to see that, that will be posted alongside this as well today. And sometimes when spirit comes in, my nose can run as well, so I feel like spirit is definitely here, and I'm not sure which energy is gathering, but it would be nice to get something from the divine feminine, if that energy is around. My tummy's just gone funny, so that can mean that energy is coming in to me, to channel, to speak. So as I said, I am a channel for spirit, and the idea is that the words I say will hopefully resonate with you, help you in some way, give you an idea, give you maybe even just like an energy meditation or a frequency meditation or something like that. So I hope it brings that forward for you. You can listen to it and see. Bear with, my tummy's rumbling. Sorry. It's one of those things, every time you pause, then you can't remember, what did I just say? Did I tell him this? Did I tell him that? What did I say? So, without further ado, I'll just go into a little bit of peace and quiet and see what words want to be spoken for you. I hope you enjoy. Yes, we are a collective of female energies, and we wish you a gracious and glorious day. We want for you to know that we express ourselves with ease and compassion, but with determination. We are not in fear, and we encourage all females on the planet to find that space within themselves, to acknowledge that power within them that does not register with fear and vulnerability, but with power and a resonance of high vibration. There is a linkage that is apparent, which is shown to many of you who consider it, who dedicate some time to your own personal growth, who spend time reading and educating yourselves on female insights, let's say. We are not just talking about girl power here. We are talking about the nuances and the depths and the poetic resilience that lies within each and every one of you, that is often crossed, that is often stamped upon, that is often ignored, that is often ridiculed, and that is often suspended. So how do you make someone or some people feel unrepresented or unsafe? You do all those things. You overpower, you take from, you belittle, you shame, you chastise, you course correct, you shout, you destabilize, you demonetize, you force a neglect of their own true nature. And that is what has been happening. And so the rise of the female is simply because of the shift in consciousness. This wave of energy is igniting that inner vision, and as it comes online, it reveals a lot. It reveals a story that has been untold. Granted, there are many historical stories that show you how it has been and how people lived and how the traditions were. We want to bring you to a place of understanding a great deal more about your connectivity, about your receptivity, about your fundamental faculties as women. Being reduced, as you often are, to very little, to a race of humans, a segment of humanity that you should be valued for, what shall we say, a portion of your brilliance, neglects so many other areas of your brilliance. And so what the world has found acceptable has left you half empty. So many of you in traditional roles do get a certain amount of satisfaction from that. And that has its own beauties and has its own turmoil and has its own testing times. And a great deal is revealed to you through this. But often it is enclosed, often it is restricted, often it is a subdued version of you. And so we are igniting within you a responsibility to your own femininity. How do you classify it? What do you know it as? What have you learned from it? Have you ever connected to your own femininity? Why have you found yourself distant from it? What does it reveal to you? This is one for the ladies, because we feel that you do need that extra support. Right now, certainly, because of the rising, you will come up against oppression. And as you rise, all and sundry will have their opinions. And as you rise, all will feel a necessity to express their opinions in order to keep you in place, in order to make you wrong, in order to simplify their existence. So we want you to value the concept of inner work, of personal development. It does not necessarily have to go towards the extremes of spiritual development and advancement, or religious undertaking, or complete devotion to a sect or a god or a ambassadorial situation. We want you simply to notice yourself, to notice who you are in the world. To notice if the world sees you, not what you bring to the table, not what you've done for them, not what you've done for another, not that what you've achieved, not what you've taken off someone's task list. How many have seen you? How many have asked to see you? How many represent that openness with you? That takes courage and vulnerability and boldness. And we do not ask you to step into areas where you still feel shy, where you still feel under threat, where you still feel the discomfort of others. We ask you first to notice yourself. Notice you. She is hearing someone dig outside and she is thinking, dig deep. There is space within you with bags and bags of magic that you have not accessed. You have been so locked up in your mind, locked up in your head, occasionally in your body, when it's acceptable, when it's agreeable, when it's convenient, when it produces something. Mostly in your head. Mostly fraught. Mostly under incredible pressure. Mostly removed from your feminine receptive energy. So this is brilliant energy, but it takes a while to get a handle on it. It is a connection to Mother Earth, because Mother Earth is your nurturing force and she can guide you. It is a connection to the goddesses, like Lady Nada, Lady Portia. These energies can guide you. Lady Magdalene. So there is a necessity, women, to discover yourself. You are here for such a short period of time. And as you go through your monthly cycle, you will witness and experience different aspects of that. And as you go through your childbearing years, you will witness and experience different aspects of that. And as you go through your change of life into menopause, you will witness and experience a great deal. A great deal of energy which rises. A great deal of energy which has accumulated and is now cross-transferable into a new dominating period. And by dominating, we don't mean you are being dominated. We mean there is a rise with a feminine energy within you that will dominate and be expressed and be on the tip of your tongue most often than not. As you move through into the wise woman years. It is not sufficient to simply partake in life as a repetition. We say living the same thing day in, day out. Because most of that has found you neglecting that side of yourself. That's why social groups that encourage women gathering and partying or celebrating or taking part in rituals or prayers or yoga or any of those things that gather you together, can be beneficial and embolden you to discover that inner power. Occasionally, they may do the opposite. So your wisdom of your years will bring you that insight to see clearly how your energy was siphoned off over time. So we're coming forward to encourage you not to repeat what was before, not to play small is the word. She was waiting for us. Patience. Being comfortable with that waiting, with that patience, with that not having anything on the tip of your tongue. Get to a point where you're comfortable and confident to hold that pause, to wait. You know the answer is coming. You know it is there. The beauty is there. The beauty that resides with you, the femininity that resides with you is there. You might just have to stop and pause and be patient and wait for it to rise. You will see yourself differently. You will feel differently. You will move differently. The world will notice you differently. But only if you notice yourself. Only if you begin to discover your magic. You are magical. You have access to the magical realms. It is easy for women. It is easy because of your cycle. It is easy because of the emotions that you go to, the highs and lows that you've experienced, and the in-betweens. It is easy because you have experienced all and everything over and over and over again. And you feel for others, and you feel for yourself, and you feel for the world. It's like filling a pouch with gems. Every life experience just keeps filling it up with another gem and another gem and another gem. Be it brought out of pain and sorrow and suffering, or joy and bliss and celebration. These are all gems that you carry within. And you hold so much hope and love for the world, and so much pain at the same time, and worry and concern. But nevertheless, to always focus outward and never bring yourself to the table. There is a reluctance in your own understanding of femininity, your own understanding of your own being. And that can be convenient. But we are addressing the fact that the rise of the feminine is requiring this inside search, this drive, this long drive to become witness to your own energy and the power of it, and then to have to, we will say shrink, but we do not mean that you shrink your energy, because you cannot. But you shrink your access to it, you shrink your sharing of it, you shrink the You shrink the ability of it to function in your life, in your daily life. You keep it from others. So introspection reveals a lot. And it brings this aspect which we often see you having difficulty with. Because you are told a certain amount as you grow up, and you are shown a certain amount as you grow up, and you follow the rules and you stay within the lines as best as you can. But it falls short. You have all been disadvantaged in that regard. We are not talking about men right now. There is plenty to talk about with regards to the masculine. But today we are talking about the feminine. There is so much more you can bring. And we encourage you to bring it. There are plenty of feminine focused energies here. And that is not a forcing of your nature on others. That is not a pretending to embody this nature. That is not a need to shout, we are going to say, or demand the world bends to your flow, because that is too yang. We want you yin. We want you to experience the yin, not take the yin and make it yang. We want you to experience the yin, work with the yin, play with the yin, be yin. It is a magical creative force, and it is available to you. It is you. It is what you are carrying as a female. It is a particular design. It is a particular frequency. It is a particular code. It has a resonance that cannot be mistaken. It is wrapped up in various packages of various sizes. Yes, indeed it is. But returning to that, to know it, to notice it, to find the power. You have told yourself, and you have been told, it makes you weak. You have been told you are weak because of it. You are dirty because of it. You are detrimental because of it. You are lower class because of it. You are not listened to because of it. You are not understood because of it. You are difficult because of it. You are not. But the easier it is for you to understand, for you to notice, for you to embody, for you to bring forward those codes in the most yin way possible, will show you and others like a beam of light that this is an undying power, and it is growing and it is rising. And all around you, better make room. Make room. Because you are taking up more space. You're bringing forward messages that generations before could not, would not understand. Subtle changes will begin in your life. And we are here to bless you with those. We are here to see you witness those. As your vibration and your tuning in alters your self, your energy, your world too will respond. Knowing that you are not weak, realizing that you are powerful, your world will respond to that. To that understanding, to that realization, to that expression. And we wish you well on this feast day, and we bring forward love and passion and creativity and sovereignty over your being. Be blessed. We step back. Okay, wow. I wasn't expecting that. Energy feels very different in here. I feel very small and distant in this room. I'm starting to reintegrate with it now. That was weird. You know when you're in a place but you don't really feel in a place? That's strange. Thank you so much for watching. We're just going on 28 minutes, so I hope that's helped. Hope you find it interesting. I was seeing a lot of different things as they were talking, kind of explaining the scenarios. But I think watch this space, see what comes up, see what is expressed out there in the collective. I think it's important. It's important to realize there is a great deal of repression in our world. And there's a tendency to make excuses for that through various different guises, and oppression and suppression. I'm hearing that, but feminine wants to be free. Feminine has been caged for too long. There's a determination, and it's like it's an energy. It's like it's not just, oh me, I want to be more female, I want to be a bit more feminine. It's not that. It's like it's an energy it's a wave. It's activating something within us, which we actually have that wave of energy within us, but also that wave of energy is hitting the planet. And we're with it. And because we're female, we have these plugs that can just, we're in with that wave, we're riding with it, we're locked and loaded. Boom. We shall see what comes through. Sometimes this is quite far in advance, so this may make sense further down the line. That was Sacred Symposium. I hope you enjoyed. Do share it with your friends, give us a like, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, comment, leave a comment below. That'd be lovely. And I wish you a wonderful day. Take care of yourselves. Bye. See you soon.